So we're out here at the Goodyear test track, testing our new performance pad. We've been very happy with our street pad. That's an organic. This is a low metallic organic, so it's gonna have a little more bite, which is, kind of what you want. It's gonna be a little harder on rotors, but it's not something that's gonna take, a ton of life out of rotors or need a bunch of heat to work. This is a great kind of weekend warrior, autocross style pad, or even just performance street. Like, quite a bit more bite, a lot more thermal capacity, without the downsides of something super aggressive.
Was the testing?
Good. Yeah, pads feel good. Track's fun. So yeah, we're gonna keep doing some back-to-back sessions here. So far the pads are holding up really well. Plenty of bite, which is nice. And, even just dead cold, they're pretty bitey. It's really what we're looking for.
To help test out our performance pads, we decided to have a fun competition of who could set a faster lap on the test course. Each driver would get 3 fast laps, with some warm-up sessions and a variety of other cars we brought to shake down. To kick the competition off, we started with our engineer, Tolly. Tolly familiarized himself with the course in our freshly rebuilt Mark 7 GTI. Running a set of Goodyear Eagle RSs from the race wagon, Tolly was feeling confident that his warm-ups would help him set a fast time in our M4. Tolly was looking fast on his first 2 laps in the M4. The car was feeling planted through the first winding corner, immediately into the first braking zone, keeping the car close to the inside and exiting the corner with speed into the slalom. Late braking into the second long sweeper, Tolly gained some delta back, again keeping it tight to the inside into the straight, only letting off of the throttle to settle the car into the chicane, carrying a good amount of speed into the second heavy braking zone. By now, Tolly is looking to set a solid lap time, coming into the final chicane before crossing the line at 1 minute and 5.16 seconds, setting our first lap time of the day.
How'd those brake pads feel?
Yeah, the brakes feel good. Got some heat into them. There was good bite initially, and they didn't really fall off with temperature, so, great autocross pad, I would say.
Next up is another one of our engineers, Joe, warming up in the powerful G87 M2. Joe is looking confident to set a fast lap time, but will his experience in the new M2 help him in the M4? Alright, let's give him a second chance. Unlike our other drivers for the day, Joe set his fastest lap as soon as he got out there, reaching almost 90 miles an hour into the first heavy braking zone. Our performance pads help Joe slow the car down and get it settled. Coming back into corner 1, he keeps the car close to the inside before exiting into the chicane. Thankfully, not having a repeat of what happened on this first session. Joe exits through the last chicane, crossing the finish line with a time of 1 minute and 3.92 seconds, beating out Tolly and putting him in first place. Next up was me, Grant, the person behind the camera. My first 2 laps were slow, getting familiar with the car and how it handles this course. Braking into the first corner, the car was feeling great, carrying some decent speed through and exiting at a top speed of 80 miles an hour. Braking into the next zone, the performance brake pads gave me a ton of confidence to brake deep into the corner, hugging the car as close as I could to the cones. I was looking good to set my best time, still carrying some decent speed back through corner 1, heading through the chicane, into our second braking zone, keeping it tight to the cones, back through the chicane, and across the line. Unfortunately, even with my excited voiceover and commentary, I only ended up with a lap time of 1 minute and 6.31 seconds, putting me in last place for the day.
Now that we were all comfortable with the course and had driven a fair amount, I hopped back in the M4 again to see what I could put down. Rather than talk about it, we're just going to show you what wound up being the fastest time of the day.
5.1.
So even after a ton of hot laps all day, I managed to squeak out a time just over a minute. That put me as the fastest time of the day. Because we were doing hot laps, you can really feel the differences. The sticky tire with a normal street pad, you can feel the brake pad fall off and the tire's always got consistent grip. The M2 with a street pad and a street tire, they both kind of overheat at the same time, maybe 2 or 3 laps in. The M4, because it's got a performance pad, the brakes never fell off, so you could feel the tires fall off and then you could keep driving it and it felt consistent. We had a great time playing with these 3 different platforms with wildly different setups. Huge shout out to Goodyear for letting us play at the Proving Grounds. That's a huge deal, major opportunity, and we really enjoyed their hospitality. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more enthusiast content.